Hello everyone, my name is KLR. Oh, gosh, I don't know why I'm recording this. I don't even like much visual novels. I mean, I like them, but okay. Real talk. I know this one has had a lot of people playing it, but I have never played it. I've never seen any gameplay of it. And it's a game on Steam that's rated overwhelmingly positive, and it's a visual novel that's free. I am definitely gonna go for that. And I thought, screw it, let's play it. So, everyone, if you're new to this, welcome to Doki Doki Adventure. Not Doki Doki Adventure, Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is KLR, and let's get straight into it. Enter my name. KLLR. Alright. I'm already gonna hate my voice acting. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention while she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Fuck, I wish I had a V before this. Not sponsored. We used to go walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! Oh, my voice is gonna kill me, I can't use that. But I caught up to you this time! Oh god. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like stuff like that, like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's me, KLR! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I quit. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way back to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kayla, have you decided on joining a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, whether I'm perfectly content just getting by with the average, while spending my free time on games that way. Stop yawning, Jake! I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent on her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I do it. After I pack my bag of things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she even had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 90% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title, Vice Principal. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much, anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I was bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I left out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visited, being generically used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you here. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Bought a boy, yes, I came from eBay! Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, KLR, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. I'm not gonna keep any of these voices after the first episode, am I? All words escape me in the situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you even looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, actually, that was weird making that noise. Like, my whole lip vibrated. And why am I talking about that? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great seeing you again, Kayla. Monika smiles sweetly. What is with that pose? Just, yeah. We do know each other, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Kayla. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them, I'll get them! Oh, my voice is already stuffing up. Sorry. I got a little overexcited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's so widened that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room. When Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foils to reveal a tray of dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one to Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with a mouthful and is already beginning to have icing on her face. I turn to the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Great, tsundere! Ah. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not- Oh, my voice. God damn it, my voice. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles at herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrows and smiles at me. So what do you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We only make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how it feels to prepare for events. I'd rather match talk about I personally enjoy and something special out of it, and this encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature. So, KLR, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after you seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite's usually novels that builds deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearing passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological meanings of elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately taking advantage of in your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? By the way, I'm not yawning because this is boring me. I like visual novels. It's just, I don't know why, but ever since I start talking, sometimes I just yawn like crazy. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, horror. So sick. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I am a rock. I am a pet rock. Really? I wouldn't much expect of that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's alright. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrapbook behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything is just about you is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm that cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Sorry, yawn. Do you have much writing experience too, Yuri? Oh, sorry. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Anyway, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea. Everyone... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member, I think it's time we get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Kayla? Monika waves smilingly and warmly at me once again. That's the thumbnail right there. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're all back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire... I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and... All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes, but... I'm so sorry. I thought... KOR... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed argument when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay and not to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, why you think about it like that, mate? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her hands around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Kayla, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel like this anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Kayla, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way back home. The whole way my mind wanders between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really have every day spending these girls in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright! I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I'm writing a poem? I'm not prepared. I mean, I had to get ready for it took me 12 months to get ready for my exam. I don't know how I'm gonna get prepared for this. Tears don't fall? No, of course tears don't fall would come up. Come on, bullet for my Valentine, please! Tears, shame. Oh, so whatever one I like jumps up? Destiny. Okay, so I choose... Okay. My destiny of the Starscrape? Okay. I'm just gonna go 2 words combined per thing. I don't know, it's gonna sound such like a bad poem. Existence is fickle. I disown my smile. Alone in a party. Agonizing misfortune. I love how, like, I'm trying to write I'm going like, oh, what would be something pretty cool, like 2 words combined together, and it's just jumping between bloody Yuri and Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki's just looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, let's go. We are disoriented in this whirlwind. I despise my essence. I don't write poems, you can easily tell. In the end, there will be an after image of my favorite sensation. That sounds dumb. My determination. My final determination is one day to have a kiss. I don't know. Bing! Done! I wrote a poem. Hey again, Kayla. Glad to see you didn't run away with us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, KLR. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori too told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year, and last year too. I know what word is coming to hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth as someone who keeps a manga collection in her club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plucks back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. KLR always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Why are you closing your eyes? Oh, I accidentally clicked right click. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kayla can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh my. Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bags and pulls out a book. I did want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is all buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting herself from reading. I catch a glimpse at the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I make her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Jesus Christ, what a snapshot. Sorry, I'm diverging. But I'm just reading for a bit, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well... I stopped by this bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you may even have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sibling. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of... dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kayla? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought to relay your own protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. Whenever I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't need you to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to reading it. Let me just give the book. I quickly retrieved the book from the cover I quickly retrieved the book that I put on my legs. It actually sounds like an interesting story. I hope the book is real. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that's something I'm not very used to. That is reading in the company with someone. Ah, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open a book and start the prologue. Soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel the presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! Oh, voice stuff up. Oh my god. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I did the same. I actually did the same. A lot of people hate it. Oh no, I accidentally skipped it. Oh well. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's against Yuri's, and hold my book between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels as if my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Actually, that's gonna be the thumbnail. We go! Ah. I do want the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. But holding it like this, well, we're huddled even to go with them before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. Glance at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished reading the book, so I turn it to my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning almost every feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's nothing I see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But KLR, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I didn't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. Self-conscious. Conscious. I guess I mean it's more kinda cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from a finishing thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases the hand from a book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My recollection ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never done this before. Well, now is everyone ready? Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into their bags. I do the same so myself. I guess, you know, I'm gonna save and leave it here. I think this is the time I save and leave it. Thank you all so much for watching. This game seems really interesting, honestly. I'm so glad that it's free. It's honestly a pretty fun game. I hope I have a really good time with it. Thank you all so much for watching. As I've said, since I'm going... Actually no. So there will be a video coming out soon. It's gonna be me talking about a few stuff. Don't worry, I'll explain it. Yeah. But as always, goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang.